to Coda?
I think so. I like it, right? I think it's a fun place. I'm excited to be here and run laps, and I'm more excited just because I feel like I've had a few more reps here and kind of have a better understanding than road courses. So once you do, right, it's a lot more fun. I didn't like road courses at the start, and just every race car driver wants to be good. I felt like I was, it was just easy for me to be a second or two off the guys that are, excel at this deal.
Last week you were trying to explain at least on Twitter, I saw that with you being going slow, and you got criticized again by at least Brett. So what was you said that you missed pit road, or
Well, I blew the tire at pit entry, right, and it's hard for me to, I couldn't just go down there and like anything, right, I understand. For me especially, I might be looked at, not deserving the benefit of the doubt, or if that ever comes, it's just easy to assume, right? But I mean, there's so many different factors. I mean, there were laps that I didn't even know about that were slower than mine that showed, and what people didn't see in the video was I already had almost crashed because my right rear was falling apart lap prior, and same deal. I got the marbles, got high, instantly got back to 100% throttle, went around, and then the right front blew. Kept it out of the fence because I was going so slow. If I was hauling ass, I would have plugged the fence, but I was putting around there. So when I did that, I was like, all right, well, now I have potentially 2 flat tires. I'm just going to putt around here. Number one, make sure my fender's fine. And, I could have got to the apron, right, but I didn't hear where I was at, right? I had 700 people trying to talk over each other on the radio, and there's 700 things on marbles. I mean, I watched SMT the lap before. Ty tried to get got to the apron on the wrong side of pit road, got hit by the guy that was on new tires rolling out, got pushed back onto the racetrack, and then everybody that was coming had to get out of the way. So I mean, there's so much different stuff. But I think what's most important for me, right? I went to the NASCAR hauler to ask questions, making sure about the corner, and Brad Moran looked at me and said I did a good job, and he was glad that I kept the thing straight, and they just wanted to keep it green because they felt like that would hurt the cycle. And I shook his hand and said I was trying my ass off to get to pit road, and that was fun.
You went on your own to talk to him?
Yeah, well, I went to talk to him about CODA because the rules have changed 4 times, and he brought it up that they appreciated me. They could see what I was fighting, right? I mean, they have the in-car. They can tune into my in-car, I'm sure. Yeah, they can. They see all 30 cars. At some point, everybody's going about the same speed I did. Just mine was published on Twitter.
Do you have a good sense of what you know what to expect rules-wise or officiating-wise here now?
I believe so. I mean, I've been in plenty of convos with Brad Moran, right? He's the head. I went to the hauler specifically. I was like, hey, I need you to draw a map here, and they told me wrong originally. So then they kept texting me, hey, update, hey, confirm you've seen this, which I appreciate. I had the relationship with Brad. He was the truck competitor when I first came in, competition director. So it's really fun and really cool that I already have that relationship. It's not like I'm with Xfinity, when I had to learn who Wayne was, I had to race. I got to introduce myself to Wayne while entering the garage to go race. Brad, it's, hey buddy, remember me? That's a good relationship to have when you're a rookie. And I think I got a good idea. Obviously you can kind of cut wherever, but they made it very clear if you try to get cute and cut too much, they can still pop you at any point because there's still that rule that there is a corner cutting rule in the rule book.
You're currently leading the rookie points. Does that surprise you?
No, not really.
Does that give you confidence?
Yeah, I think it's huge, right? I think we as a group internally thought we could win Rookie of the Year. Stuart Haas, right? They, weren't letting the world on fire last year, and Josh is a rookie still. We felt like there was opportunity there. And we feel like with our trajectory, we could get to a Stuart Haas level, or at least close, right? That we can compete with them, and I think it's big that we've been able to do that already such far. And I feel like our trajectory and progression continues to keep going up slowly, and that's what we need as a team, organization, as a group to not plateau and not have peaks and valleys, but just have continuous progression.
And have you heard anything from the new repave from some of the Xfinity and truck guys going into today, like Connor Zilic probably?
Yeah, I've heard a mixed bag. Some say there's a lot of grit, some say there's not. So I think it's just very car dependent. I talked to Ross. He said he was super loose in his truck. And then you obviously talked to Zilic. He's like, yeah, he drove pretty good. So, there's just such a mixed bag.
Thank you.
I don't know how. This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.